Hi there, I'm Mark News, and I thought it would be timely today to chat with you just a little bit about legacy. And the reason it's timely is because we just got through with this last Super Bowl weekend and the New England Patriots beating the Rams. Now, I'm not a fan of either of those teams. I'm coming to you today from the Pacific Northwest, where we generally are Seattle Seahawks fans. But I can't help but respect what Tom Brady has accomplished. Here we have a quarterback who was the 6th round draft pick way back in 2000. He's been in the league for 19 years, and he's still out there setting records. Many people would argue that he is probably the best quarterback in the league and possibly the best quarterback ever. And I'm not even a Tom Brady guy, but I do have a healthy respect for what he's accomplished in these past 19 years. He's built himself quite a legacy. He's won the most Super Bowls ever of any player. He's appeared in the most Super Bowls, 9, and those were records that will be remembered for years and most likely generations to come. So football and Tom Brady are my segue into legacy building and legacy preservation. When you've worked hard and you've built your legacy, whatever it is, you want it to protect it so that it'll live on well past when you're gone. And how do you do that? Well, there are a number of ways. I can't begin to list them all here today, but we'll just talk about a few of them. You each have your own idea what your legacy is and how it was built. Part of your legacy is probably made up of human traits. These are traits that you've had passed down to you, that you bring to the table, that you've shaped to make them the way you want them, and you'd like to pass those down to future generations. Part of your legacy may be intellectual. It may be your ideas, the knowledge you have. Maybe you've built a business or secured patents. Whichever way you've formed and harnessed your intelligence, you want to be able to protect it and pass it along to future heirs. Similarly, you may have social aspects to your legacy, and these could be your family, relationships that you've formed, might be your community and your part in the community, what you'd like to be able to give back to the community in coming years. And finally, the last piece of your legacy is the financial aspect of it. This is made up of your collective assets, whether it be in the form of a business, real estate, your retirement accounts, other cash accounts, investments. This is the part of while maybe not the most important, it's what allows you to extend your legacy well into the future. And unfortunately, we can't all be setting records, getting into the record books like Tom Brady, but we can take steps to preserve our legacies for generations to come. And to do that, we need to just think about a few questions. The best way is to ask yourself, what do I want my legacy to be in the future? And what can I do now to ensure that my legacy is preserved and extended well into the future generations? I'm estate planner Mark News at Westward Law. Take care.